Hello, everybody, and welcome to the corner of F and 9th Streets in downtown Arcata on this 4th of July as your Humboldt Crabs take on the Solano Mudcats in Game 1 of this 3-game Pacific Empire League Series. I'm Liam Warner. I'll be taking you through the action up until the 4th inning, and then the Professor Benjamin Schaefer will be joining me then. The Crabs, they are coming off of a 2-game sweep of the Marysville Giants, and also last weekend taking 2 out of 3 from Lincoln Potters as they come into another crucial 3-game Pacific Empire League Series against these Mudcats. Beautiful day here at the Arcata Ballpark on this 4th of July. The ballpark is absolutely packed. Nowhere to sit in the stands. There is still a long line all the way down F Street for people to get into the ballpark. Let me give you the starting lineup, starting with the visiting Solano Mudcats. That's, as always, brought to you by Compass Community Credit Union and the North Coast Co-op. Leading off for the Mudcats will be the second baseman, Tyler Crudo. Batting second will be the shortstop, Kevin Parker. Batting third will be the third baseman, Aiden Hall. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, Cody Buckley. Batting fifth will be the left fielder, Dalen Shipp. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, Zach Goldenberg. Batting seventh will be the right fielder, Derek Bartram. Batting eighth will be the catcher, Koa Wan. Batting ninth will be the center fielder, Miles Meadows. And on the mound for the Mudcats will be Peyton Salkalowski. And the Mudcats will be facing Miles Standish on the mound for the Crabs, who has been absolutely outstanding. One of the Crabs' best pitchers. I'll have the rest of the defensive alignment in just a second as we are about ready to get started here at the Arcata Ballpark on this 4th of July. Kudo steps in. We're ready to go. The first pitch of the ball game misses inside, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. One pitch fouled straight back to the screen. It's 1-2. One-two pitch is grounded fouled on the third base line towards the Crabs dugout. We'll do it again. 1-2. Defensively for your Crabs, left to right in the outfield will be Sutter Moss in left, Timmy Reed in center, Adam Enyart in right. The 1-2 pitch is sprayed foul off to the right onto F Street. Still 1-2. All those people in line still standing on the sidewalk on F Street. Got to watch out for that one. Left to right in the infield, Keenan Morris at third, Michael Perazzo at short, Cameron Sewell at second, Houston Hirschkorn at first. Nico Lombardi is behind the plate as that pitch is swung on and missed by Crudo. One away, and that's how this game gets started for Miles Standish with a strikeout on the mound. So one away, that's going to bring in Kevin Parker. As I mentioned, Miles Standish, he has been outstanding. He's definitely in line for most outstanding pitcher award at the end of the season so far. As we're exactly halfway through the season. Pitch to Parker is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 misses low and outside, 1-1. Standish so far this season, this is his 6th start, 29 innings pitched. In those 29 innings, he's given up only 7 runs, 7 walks, 36 strikeouts. That next pitch is swung on and missed. It's 1-2. It's fouled off. And he comes in with a 3-0 record, a 2.17 ERA. 1-2 is a little dribbler down the first base line. Standish, the pitcher's going to pick it up and barehand it to first. A great play, 2 down. Tricky play right in between Hirschkorn, the first baseman, and Standish. And Standish did a great job taking charge and flipping it over to his first baseman. So 2 away. That'll bring in Aiden Hall. Pitch to Hall. High and outside, 1-0. Bit windy out in the outfield. The American flag out in center shows the wind blowing out to left field. The 1-0, low and outside, 2-0. But a very nice day, mostly cloudy, a little bit of blue sky out in center field. 2-0, in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Should be a very nice temperature for enjoying a ball game. 2-1, check swing. Did he go? The check down to the first base umpire, Brandon Coburn, says he did not go. It's 3-1. It's pretty close. 3-1, fouled straight back. Count goes full, 3-2. Three-two pitch is popped up foul off to the right and onto F Street. Do it again, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Ooh, just missed high and inside, ball 4. In fact, Trackman had that as a perfect pitch on the corner. Let's rule the ball and a walk for Aiden Hall. So runner at first, 2 outs. That's going to bring in Cody Buckley. Buckley is swung on and missed. 0-1. High and inside fastball from Standish, 86. One is a little looper into center field. Is going to get down for a base hit. So first and second for the Mudcats. 2 out. And that's going to bring in Dalen Ship. Runner starts to go from second. Pitch is outside. Check down to first, and the first base umpire said that Ship did not go. Held up his swing. It's 1-0. Okay, another check swing that was pretty close. Although from where we're sitting, it's definitely not a good view. First base umpire has a much better view, obviously. The 1-0 misses up high, and it's 2-0. And now a meeting out on the mound. Nico Lombardi going out to talk to his pitcher, Miles Standish. Pacific Empire League games, always very important. The standings look like this. The Healdsburg Prune Packers are in first place. They're 8-2. Medford Rogues are in second place, 4-2. The Lincoln Potters and the Humboldt Crabs are tied for third at 5-4. West Coast Kings at 2-6. Solano Mudcats at the bottom at 2-8. But nothing is a guarantee in this league. Crabs are going to need to take care of business. 2-0 swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Looking at these two teams on paper, you know, no disrespect to the Mudcats, but if the Crabs are going to make that Pacific Empire League Championship Series, this is a team they need to take care of. 2-1, right in there for a called strike. It's 2-2. Runner goes from second. The 2-2's high and outside, and no throw from Lombardi. And a good jump by Aiden Hall to steal third. Remaining at first is Cody Buckley. Earlier, Aiden Hall faked that he was going to go and then stopped. And this time, he goes for it and gets the steal of third. Two one misses low. No, that's ball four. So working the walk is Dalen Ship. That's going to load him up for Zach Goldenberg. And uncharacteristic of Miles Standish to be this wild. He's usually has great command. And a pitching staff for the Crabs that's really struggled with command all season. And it's really these league games where the command could become a major issue. Against non-league opponents, they can get away with it sometimes, but these league games, these Crabs pitchers are going to need to throw strikes and cut down on the walks. So bases loaded, 2 outs for the Mudcats here in the top of the first inning. Scoreless. Zach Goldenberg will step in. Goldenberg is swung on and missed 0-1. That was a filthy breaking ball from Miles Standish. Looked like a slider. Goldenberg was way out in front. 0-1 is fouled off to the right onto F Street. It's 0-2. Two's in the dirt. It gets away from Lombardi for a second, but heads up. He jumps on it quickly. And keeps everyone where they're at, and it's 1-2. Aiden Hall, who's standing at third, got about a third of the way down the line and then put on the brakes. Timeout is called by the home plate umpire. Now we're ready to go. Miles Standish trying to limit the damage here in the top of the first. Pitches high and outside, 2-2. Ideally limited to no damage. Bases loaded, 2 outs, no runs in so far. 2-2. Ooh, called strike 3. That was a perfect pitch on the lower inside corner for Standish, and he gets out of the tough situation. The Mudcats leave the bases loaded. They fail to score. It's Mudcats 0, Crabs coming up in the bottom of the first. You're listening to Crabs Baseball. Humboldt's ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata. It's Mudcat 0, Crabs coming up Here in the bottom of the first inning for your Crabs, leading off will be the third baseman Keenan Morris. Batting second will be the center fielder Timmy Reed. Batting third will be the second baseman Cameron Sewell. Batting fourth will be the right fielder Adam Enyart. Batting fifth will be the first baseman Houston Hirschkorn. Batting sixth will be the left fielder Sutter Moss. Batting seventh will be the designated hitter Elijah McNeil. Batting eighth will be the catcher Nico Lombardi. And batting ninth will be the shortstop Michael Perazzo against Peyton Selkalowski. For the Mudcats on the mound. I'll have the rest of their defensive alignment in a second. First pitch to Keenan Morris, misses high and outside, 1-0. And now I welcome my broadcast partner, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Liam.
Yes.
Glad to made it here. Only missed a half inning.
The 1-0 pitch is popped up in the infield. It's going to be the second baseman making the catch one away. Benjamin will be taking you through the action starting in the fourth. So one down, and that's going to bring in Timmy Reed. For the Mudcats, left to right in the outfield, Dalen Shipp in left, Miles Meadows in center, Derek Bartram is in right. Pitch to Reed, high and outside, 1-0. Left to right in the infield, Aiden Hall at third, Kevin Parker at short, Tyler Crudo at second. The next pitch to Reed up high, 2-0. Zach Goldenberg at first, and Koa at one behind the plate. And the next pitch is fouled off on a check swing. It's 2-1. Misses outside, and it's 3-1. Reed coming in batting .222, 8 RBIs, 1 home run. That was in Lincoln, 7 walks, 6 stolen bases. Next pitch is fouled right back to the screen. Count goes full, 3-2.
See Crabs sporting some special get-ups today.
Yeah, they're special 4th of July jerseys today. 3-2, outside ball 4. So Reed works the walk. That's going to bring in Cameron Sewell.
Make way for the bat boy, Tristan Jacobini.
Sewell, he's been outstanding so far this season.
Next up, second baseman, number 11.
He's definitely in line for MVP, or at least Offensive Player of the Year. I think MVP, it has not been decided yet. He's coming in batting .400 in 19 games. I'd say that's pretty good, Benjamin. Throw over the first.
I'd say it is pretty good, too.
Reed's back in safely. He is tied for the team lead in home runs now with Adam Enyart at 5. 25 RBIs, 16 walks, 11 stolen bases. It's to Sewell in there for a called strike. It's 0-2.
Well, it's definitely a full house.
Oh, yeah. It is packed.
Sultry day.
0-2, swung on and fouled off at the plate. 0-2. Yeah, a little bit muggy. Sewell has been red hot as of late, and Adam Enyart's cooled off. That's why they're tied with home runs now. The 0-2 as the runner goes, pitch is fouled off to the left, and out of play.
Sewell's definitely been the hottest hitter for about the last 2 or 3 weeks. A couple of weeks at least.
Runner first one out for the Crabs here at the bottom of the first. Throw over to first and Reed back in safely. Mudcats do have a good reason to be concerned with Timmy Reed. He said his 6 stolen bases on the season.
He's got a huge lead over there too.
Another throw over and lead back in safely. The disengagement rule not in place here at the summer collegiate level as it is in MLB, so pitcher can throw over as many times as he wants. 0-2 is a line drive out to right field. Right fielder racing over, just foul.
Oh boy, man.
Deep down the line and right. Maybe a couple feet foul.
Yeah.
Well, the way Sewell's been hitting, I was expecting that to be tucked in right down the line. Well, it's a long strike. We'll do it again. 0-2. Ooh, just
nice
misses
take.
up. And it's 1-2. Runner goes. The 1-2 is a high fly ball to right field. The right fielder at the track, looking up on top of the scoreboard and gone. Cameron Sewell is scorching right now. Crabs lead 2-0. Wow. Benjamin, I don't think I've seen a Crabs hitter be this hot in a long time.
No, not with this much power. And
I think Damian Henderson is the last guy I've ever seen get this hot.
The ball's just been leaping off his bat.
Unbelievable.
And that was only 93 off the bat, and it still made it on top of the scoreboard. I mean.
Next up, right fielder number 16, Adam.
That's going to bring in Adam Engard. Now Cameron Sewell has the team lead in home runs. To Engard is a fly ball out to center field. Center fielder for the Mudcats, Miles Meadows, making the catch 2 away.
Harper Motors and Roger and Jean Lorenzetti, and they'll each donate $50 to Little League District 26.
That's going to bring in Houston Hirschcore.
During the 2025 season. Next up, first baseman, number 22.
How's Houston doing, Benjamin?
I don't know. I'm looking for the. Oh, no, that's the pitching stats. I don't see the.
They're in my hand. That's why I don't have them.
Houston Hirschkorn
Pitches a strike to Hirschcore 0-1.
is batting .222 in 10 games.
0-1 misses outside, 1-1.
3 RBIs.
One in the dirt. It's 2-1. Misses up high, and it's 3-1. Pitch. That's for a called strike. Right on the outside part of the plate. Count goes full. 3-2. 3-2 pitch is cued foul down the first baseline. We'll do it over 3-2. Pitch, breaking ball misses low. That's ball 4. So Hirschkorn walks.
50-50 tickets being sold in the stands.
First with 2 outs, and that's going to bring in Sutter Moss.
Sutter Moss batting .246 in 19 games. He has 3 home runs, 17 RBIs.
Moss misses outside 1-0.
I bet we've already passed last year's team home run total.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I'd have to double check, but definitely a higher total at this point in the season than at the same point last year. The 1-0 up high 2-0. After Wednesday's game, we're exactly halfway through the season.
Hey, one of each, please. Thanks, Liz. Are you guys doing a full one today?
Runner goes, a 2-0 is low and inside, and no way for the catcher to throw down to second. So Hirschhorn's going to steal uncontested.
Huge jump.
That pitch is way low and inside. On our second 3-0 count on Sutter Moss. Pitch. In there for a called strike right on the corner, 3-1.
Well, that's a great 3-0 pitch.
There's nothing Sutter Moss is going to do with that. 3-1 in the dirt, ball 4. So Moss this time works the walk. Make it first and second with 2 outs.
Next up,
Third walk of the inning.
hitter, number 1.
Right, and that's going to bring in Elijah McNeil.
Elijah McNeil batting .265 in 10 games. 6 RBIs.
Pitch to McNeil, and then for a called strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1 is a line drive right up the middle. That's a base hit. Hirschhorn being waved around third. He's going to score, and the Crabs jump out to a 3-0 lead. Great piece of hitting. Took it right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Now the pitching coach for the Mudcats is going to go out to talk to his pitcher.
What might he have to say?
Well, it hasn't been all walks, to be fair, but walks have certainly contributed.
No, it's not all walks. There's the home run and all the singles, too.
The damage has been done on the home run and RBI single, but yeah, just like the Crabs all season, the walks in this inning have been an issue for the Mudcats. We're bringing Nico Lombardi. First and second, 2 outs, and 3 runs in here in the bottom of the first. Crabs lead it 3-0. Cameron Sewell, 2-run home run and an RBI single from Elijah McNeil. Lombardi is a high fly ball to left. Ship, the left fielder, ranging over to his right, makes the catch. That's going to do it for the Crabs here in the bottom of the first. But they get 3 runs off of a 2-run homer from Cameron Sewell and an RBI single from Elijah McNeil. They lead 3-0. So we head to the top of the second. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome to F and 9th Streets here in downtown Arcata. Top of the second inning, your Crabs lead the Solano Mudcats by a score of 3-0. It will be Bartram, Juan, and Meadows, 2 up for the Mudcats here in the second. Crabs baseball is brought to you by Baywood Golf and Country Club, also by the Big Blue Cafe. Visit the Crabs' favorite, the Big Blue Cafe on the plaza in Arcata, serving breakfast and lunch all day. Welcome home to the Big Blue by Crestmark Millwork. Crestmark Millwork is a local manufacturer of custom cabinetry and millwork for commercial projects throughout California and Oregon, creating signature elements of extraordinary spaces since 1997. Crestmark is committed to promoting a healthy and productive society by investing in the relationships with our employees, local communities, suppliers, and customers. Miles Standish pitched through a little bit of trouble in the first. Not give up anything. This pitch to Bartram is sprayed foul off to the right onto F Street. It's 0-1.
He's been as solid as Plymouth Rock all season.
I know, the first inning was a bit uncharacteristic for him. It's because you weren't here, Benjamin.
He got out of it.
The 0-1 is a foul off towards the Mudcats dugout down the first base line. 0-2. O2 pitch, fouled off the plate. Do it again, 0-2. Pitch is fouled off to the right again. Do it again, 0-2. O2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. That was filthy from Miles Standish. Again with that slider, I believe, bearing in on the right-handed hitter. 1 away.
It's like how Madison Bognar used to throw that pitch at the batter's back foot.
Oh, yeah. Bartram had no chance. I'll bring in Koa 1.
At bat the pitcher, number 9, Koa 1.
Pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. 0-1. One pitch misses outside, and it's 1-1.
Sun's trying to break through here in Arcata. In Eureka, it's gloriously sunny.
It's kind of the opposite of what it usually
Yeah.
is. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, 1-2. Usually I get to the ballpark and talk about how nice it's been in Arcata, and then you're like,
Yeah,
it's
it's the
been
opposite today.
overcast and cloudy in Eureka, but it's been overcast most of the day here in Arcata today. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Miles Standish to start the second.
That's 3 in a row.
That's right, now I'll bring in Miles Meadows.
Center fielder, number 19, Miles Meadows.
It's cloudy here at the ballpark and a little strip of blue sky out in center to right field. Meadows swung on and foul tipped into the glove. It's 0-1. And there for a strike again. It's 0-2. O2 pitch popped up behind us and out of play. 0-2.
That foul ball brought to you by Charleston Treatment Services.
0-2 pitch is popped foul again. Out of play. We'll do it over 0-2.
Brought to you by the Fireplace on F Street in Arcata.
No 2 pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2. Two pitch is line shot out to left field. It's actually going to be more of a pop-up, and coming in and making the catch is the Crabs left fielder Sutter Moss, and that's going to do it for the Mudcats here in the second. They go in order. They trail 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Crabs Baseball on Humboldt's ESPN 107.3 FM.
Coming to bat for your Humboldt Crabs, the shortstop, number 13, Michael.
Welcome back to F and Ninth here in
Perazo.
downtown Arcata. Bottom of the second inning. Crabs lead the Mudcats 3-0. It'll be Perazo, Morris, and Reed due up. First pitch to Perazo in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. How's Michael Perazo doing this season, Benjamin?
That is an excellent question. How is Michael Perazo doing? Perazo's batting .290 in 16 games.
0-1 is a fly ball out to left field. Left fielder racing over to his right, making the catch one away. Let's go bring in the top of the order and Keenan Morris.
Popped to second his first at bat.
Leading the lineup for your Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
Ooh, fans calling for no mercy.
Ooh, it is a league series. Just hiding inside 1-0. If it's a non-league series, I call for some mercy. But in these league games, absolutely no mercy. We need all the runs we can get. 1-0 is a ground to the right side of the infield glove by the first baseman. He's going to flip to his pitcher covering. 2 away.
Also, no mercy just feels more American somehow.
Right.
On the 4th of July.
That is the American way.
That is definitely the American way.
Let's go bring in Timmy Reed. Lots of great outfits here at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Great patriotic outfits. I'm wearing my U.S. men's national team Christian Pulisic jersey. U.S. is going to be playing Mexico in the Gold Cup final tomorrow. Mr. Reed way inside 1-0. 1-0 is a fly ball out to left field. The left fielder racing back, looking up, and that ball is gone. Timmy Reed.
Opposite field.
An opposite field shot to left, and the Crabs lead it 4-0. His second home run of the season. I did not expect that to go out.
Was going out.
And he is pumping up the crowd.
And he's really pumped.
Celebrating with his teammates.
Yeah.
Love
That was awesome.
it. Wow. I don't remember the last time I saw a left-handed hitter hit one onto the freeway.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Speaking of home runs, here's Cameron Sewell. His last time up, hit a 2-run shot on top of the scoreboard in right field. It's just Sewell. This is up high 1-0. Benjamin, you got to tell the Crabs to save some home runs for the 4th inning on.
That's right. I'd like them to save them for the prune packers.
That's right. Pitches in there for a strike, 1-1.
Roll some of these runs over.
Oh, if there's a team I want the Crabs to annihilate, it's the Prune Packers.
Absolutely.
I respect the Prune Packers for sure, but I want to beat them. The 1-1 is lined right off the glove, trickles behind the pitcher, and he's not going to have a play, and Sewell's going to have an infield single.
Next up, number 16, Adam
It's going to
Enyart.
bring in Adam Enyart.
Crabs on the verge of busting this open.
Well, Adam Enyart better start hitting some home runs, or he's going to be
It's going to be left in the dust
passed
here.
up on the leaderboard. He's been pretty cold as of late. Enyart high and inside. A great jump from Sewell, and the ball gets away from the catcher. And stealing second, uncontested, is Sewell. I looked down for a second. I don't know if the ball just kind of squirted out of the
I don't know
catcher's
what
hand.
happened. It was hard to even see. I was watching it. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, either way, a runner in scoring position for the Crabs. 1-0 misses. Oh, no. The wide strike strikes again. It's 1-1. Is a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder racing it. That's going to drop for a base hit. Racing around third and scoring is Sewell, and sliding into second with an RBI doubles Adam Enyart, and the Crabs lead it 5-0. Well, that's one way to get hot. Just a little bloop into right field.
Didn't hit it that hard, but
Next up, number 22, Houston Hirschhorn.
It's going to bring in Hirschhorn.
walked his first appearance.
Can't ask for a better start for the many, many fans that are here at the ballpark today on the 4th of July. As that ball is stung out into center field, that's going to get down for a base hit. Enyart cruising around third. He's going to score, and Hirschhorn and Enyart swap places. Hirschhorn with the RBI double. Crabs lead it 6-0.
Well, I forgot. I think I had a dentist appointment today. It was the only day you could do it.
Really, on the 4th of July?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I checked all the dentist offices, and they all seem to be closed.
I think it's in like a half hour.
It's going to bring in Sutter Moss. But Benjamin, this is a league series. I mean, you know, blowouts are good in a league series.
Well, you know, the thing is, it is an exciting game. There's a lot of good hits, so
Yes.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like it's a bunch of walks.
Pitch to Moss is fouled off the plate, 0-1.
But yeah,
I mean, I would not be shocked if we have around 1,400 people here today.
I wouldn't be either. I know. I'm sure. Yeah.
And they are getting treated to a fantastic ball game so far. Crabs are up 6-0, and it has not been boring. It's not been a walk fest. There have been home runs,
Not at
big
all.
hits, 0-1 in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Not all 6-0 leads are created equal, but this has been a
That's
good
for
one.
sure true. Yes. That is well said indeed.
1-1 is a fly ball out to left center field, and that's going to be caught in the gap by the Mudcats left fielder, Dalen Shipp. That was a really good play. Not an easy play for the left
I
fielder.
thought
but
that had double written all over it too.
the Crabs get 3 runs here in the bottom of the second, including an impressive opposite field home run onto the freeway from Timmy Reed. Crabs lead at 6-0 as we head to the top of the third. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball Humboldt's ESPN 107.3 FM. Welcome back to F and 9th Streets here in downtown Arcata, top of the third inning. Crabs lead the Mudcats by a score of 6-0. Top of the order, Crudo, Parker, and Hall due up for the Mudcats. Gets Miles Standish, pitches alone inside.
No, I thought it hit his uniform.
It sure looked close. But not much of a protest from Crudo, so.
No, I'm surprised he didn't try to sell it harder. Or at all.
1-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. Tomorrow, be back 6:30 against these Mudcats. It will be Benjamin and Aaron Donaldson. Me and you will be back here on Sunday, 12:30. 2-0 is popped up foul down the right side out of play, 2-1. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, me and Benjamin will both be in Medford, Oregon. Crabs take on the Medford Rogues.
Unless the field melts.
2-1 is high and outside.
Last year was 112 in Medford.
I don't think it's going to be that hot. Although I haven't checked the weather forecast yet.
112.
3-1 is a high fly ball to center. Reed going back just in front of the track. Squares up, makes the catch. One away.
I have to say, I loved it.
Yeah, of course you did.
Actually, I was kind of happy about it. I mean, it was a little bit hot, but
it was fine because the booth in Medford's air conditioned.
Nice,
being on the field was pretty tough.
But by the time the game starts, it's actually cooled a little bit, and it's actually really comfortable.
Well, they moved the start times back to 7:30 instead of 6:30.
Yeah.
The games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this upcoming week will all be at 6:35. Pitch to Parker. Outside 1-0, and of course all those games will be live here on ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM, and the Crabs YouTube channel. 1-0, and there for a called strike, and it's 1-1.
I mean, it's not like I was out doing anything on those days. I saw people jogging in the middle of the day, though.
Yeah, 1-1 is dirt 2-1. I guess people in the Rogue Valley are just built
They're just
different.
used to it. Yeah, I guess they're.
2-1 is popped foul off to the right and out of play. It's 2-2.
And I came home with COVID.
Yeah, you can't do that again.
I'm not doing that this year.
You got to promise.
No way.
2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. That's a great pitch from Standish. 2 away. It's going to bring in Aiden Hall. It's going to be pretty hot in Medford, but not quite as hot. Tuesday is 98, Wednesday 94, Thursday 96.
Oh, that's nothing. That's fine.
Pitch to Hall is fouled off towards the Crabs dugout on the third base line, 0-1.
Maybe I'll go for a jog.
I'd love to see you do that in 98-degree weather. The 0-1. Called strike right on the corner. Dotted by Standish, 0-2. Looking forward to it. Get to see our old friend Jake Martin. 0-2 is a line drive out to right center field. Reed racing over. That's going to fall right into the gap. Hall turning around first, heading towards second, cruising into second with a 2-out double. Second hit of the game for the Mudcats.
Next up, number 25, Cody Buckley.
All right, second, 2 outs, and that's going to bring in Cody Buckley. Pitch to Buckley is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. 0-1 is popped up. Right side, foul territory. First baseman Hirschkorn going over to the fence, but will fall out of play. 0-2.
By US Bank.
0-2 pitch is grounded fouled on the third base line. We'll do it again, 0-2. Two is a grounder out to the shortstop Perazo. He gloves it, throw over to first, and that's going to do it here in the third for the Mudcats. They failed to score. They trail 6-0 to the Crabs as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Listen to Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to downtown Arcata, bottom of the third inning. Crabs lead the Mudcats by a score of 6-0. Crabs Baseball is brought to you by Cypress Cove Cheese. Cypress Cove is the leading producer of delicious artisan goat cheese, including Humboldt Fog, one of the most famous cheeses in the country. Proudly based in Arcata, California, Cypress Cove cheeses are available at cheese shops and grocery stores nationwide. The pitch is in there for a strike to Elijah McNeil. And then online at cypresscovecheese.com, there's nothing like that Humboldt Fog feeling. The 0-1 swung on and missed, 0-2.
Neal singled his first at bat.
Two is grounded foul off towards the Crabs dugout. Do it again, 0-2. Two is a fly ball. It's going to get down into right center field for a base hit. So Elijah McNeil with his second hit of the game in as many at-bats.
Happy birthday, America, from your biggest fans, Mila and Charlotte. Next up, number 28, Nico Lombardi.
Bring in Nico Lombardi, who believe has a bunch of family here just below us in the stands. People wearing Cal State Fullerton gear. And Nico plays his college ball. Sokolowski steps off. Lombardi is lashed foul off towards the Crabs dugout, 0-1. Runner goes, the 0-1 outside, the throw down to second, a very good throw, and Elijah McNeil is out.
Nice throw by Juan. Right on the money.
Right on the money indeed. One is right off the hand. Slow ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over to first. 2 away. Kevin Parker making the play at short.
Big wave for the bat boy, Tristan Giacometti.
That's going to bring in Michael Perazzo.
Next up, number 13, Michael Perazzo.
Perazzo, he shows bunt and bunts and misses at it. It's 0-1.
Perazzo line to left. It's first at bat.
0-1, breaking ball. Ooh, boy.
That was a ball, huh?
That was
right down the middle.
That was right down the middle. Okay. Also got away with that one. The 1-1 is popped foul off to the left and out of play, 1-2.
I don't know what happened there. The umpires do occasionally fall asleep briefly in the game.
That may have been. I mean, that was center cut right down the middle.
Been in the middle of a nap there. I don't know.
The 1-2. Oh, and outside 2-2. Sometimes, you know, I watch the pitch and it looks like it's right down the middle, and then you look at the TrackMan and it's actually not. But the TrackMan confirmed that pitch was
literally
indeed right down the middle.
Yeah.
The 2-2, slow ground ball past the pitcher, second baseman charging it, throw to first, and that's going to do it for the Crabs here in the third. They fail to score, but they lead 6-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. Stay tuned. Professor Benjamin Schaefer will be taking you the rest of the way. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, ESPN Radio 107.3 FM. Welcome back to Downtown Arcata, top of the fourth inning. Miles Standish out for his fourth inning of work. He will face Ship, Goldenberg, and Bartram. And now to take you through the rest of the game, here is the Professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thanks, Liam. Actually, I have Buckley leading off, so I must have missed something in the last half
Buckley
inning.
was the last out in the third. Grounded out 6-3.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, now I see. So here's Ship to lead it off, and he takes a strike on the outside corner from Miles Standish. And there's a ground ball to short. Perazo's got it, and one away.
Don't forget they're selling tickets at the souvenir stand for the signed jersey that we'll be giving away in the bottom of the 7th inning. Next up, number 18, Zach Goldenberg.
So with one away, here's Goldenberg. He struck out his first at bat. Miles Standish cruising right along as always. Here's the pitch. That's lashed in the left field, and that is going to be a diving catch. Nope, they really didn't make the catch, and Moss not arguing it, but I thought he caught it. A dive towards the line, but I guess he just trapped it. At any rate, it's a single for Goldenberg.
Next up, number 22, Derek Bartram.
And here's Bartram. He struck out his first at bat. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Crabs. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Mudcats. The Mudcats, a long-standing guest at the Crabs ballpark. Been playing here for, oh, wow, at least 10 years or more. The 1-0. That's lined right at shortstop off his glove, and he'll have the force at second, back to first, not in time. So Bartram aboard on the fielder's choice, and Goldenberg out 6-4. That ball was smoked right at Perazo, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
Next up, number 9, Hoa Juan.
2 away, here's Juan. He struck out his first at bat. Now, the bigger the eagle on your shirt, the more patriotic you are, it turns out. You know, if you can get that eagle on the whole shirt so it goes from shoulder to hip, that's way more patriotic than just like a little eagle or a flag. I mean, here's the pitch. Fastball is in there for a strike at the knees, 0-1. And now batter calls time. The 0-1 throw down behind the runner, and he's back in time. And of course, it's not just the size of the eagle; it's the comport of the eagle. Is the eagle like attacking something? Is it, you know, it can't just be like a hanging out eagle. It's got to be an eagle like, you know, just really killing something. The 1-1 is fouled off against the screen. 1-2. You know, it's got to be an aggressive eagle. 1-2 the count to Juan. And if you can manage to fit a car on there, that's cool too. The 1-2. This is low and outside. Two balls, 2 strikes to count to Juan. Bartram at first. Here's the pitch. High and outside. They throw again behind the run. They've got him hung up. The throw down the second. It gets away. And he'll end up, I guess, with a stolen base. That was not what the Crabs had in mind. They had him dead to rights. But the throw from Hirschkorn got away from Perazo.
Rob MacGyver's going out to talk to the, or maybe he's going out to check and see if
I think he's
Perazo's
going to
okay.
see if Perazo's okay, because the ball did kick away. And he's fine. So
No errors, just a stolen base.
3-2 the count. Swung on and missed. Got him. A good fastball. And that ends the inning. No runs. There was a hit. There were no errors. And a runner left. And at the end of 3.5, it's the Crabs 6 and the Mudcats nothing. This is Crabs Baseball 107.3 FM.
Welcome back to downtown Arcata. Bottom of the 4th inning. It is 6-0 in favor of the Crabs as my broadcast partner Benjamin Schaefer makes some corrections to his scorebook.
All right, now I'm all caught up to date.
Let's go.
Somehow I got out of order. I cannot bear being out of order. Must have order. Okay.
Well, you're not doing the official stats like I am, so I literally can't
it's even more
afford to be
important
out
for you.
of order.
Yeah. Mine's just more of a personal, spiritual thing.
Yeah, right.
Keenan Morris leads it off for the Crabs. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch. Do we have a new pitcher on the mound?
We do have a new pitcher. It is number 4. Mateo Santos.
Mateo Santos, that's what I thought.
Number 4, Mateo Santos.
So Mateo Santos on in relief of Tchaikovsky. And the next pitch is outside, 2-0. Grounded out to second base. One away. That brings Timmy Reed to the bat. Has walked and homer, opposite field homer onto the freeway.
I mean, that's really impressive as a left-handed hitter.
He got to pitch up and just
one
threw the bat
freeway.
at it, I think. And yeah, that's his second. That's his third of the season, I believe, isn't it?
Second of the season.
Second of the season.
He hit one in Lincoln.
And it's good to see him coming around. His batting average was down around 220, but that home run and the walk today, he shoves bunt and takes the pitch outside.
As we were saying, I don't remember the last time I saw a left-handed hitter hit one onto the freeway. I mean, it's
a while,
pretty rare.
It sure is. The 1-0 in the dirt.
We need our young fans on the third baseline away from the fence, please. Away from the fence. Don't want you getting hit.
This is outside. The 3-0. And he misses way outside with ball 4. So Reed aboard for the 3rd time today. And that brings Cameron Sewell to the bat. He's 2 for 2 with a home run.
Next up, number 11.
And now leads the club with 6. And he came in batting 400, so with 2 hits today, so far he's at the moment well over 400. Throw to first, and Reed does just get back. Another throw to first, and that was close again. And the pitch. Fastball misses away. The 1-0. Misses out. Oh, that's a strike on the outside corner. Took a little bit for the umpire to let us know, but right on the outside corner. Great pitch. So 1-1 now to Sewell. The 1-1. Ooh, just missed low and outside. Two balls, one strike to count. And the next pitch is in the dirt.
Can we get the kids off the fence, please? Thank you.
Full count. Reed over at first. Pretty good lead. He goes. The pitch is outside. First and second with one out.
Looks like we got another round of 50-50 happening in the stands.
Enyart will be the batter.
Make sure to invest in both colors. Next up, number 16, Adam Enyart.
Well, that's definitely the best get-up today. 50-50. The 50-50 vendor down there with
that's
the wig and the hat. That's perfect.
That's Liz
cool.
dressed up as
That's great. There's a line drive into right field. Caught. Everybody's going to have to hold.
What was that, George Washington?
I believe so, yeah. Excellent. Really cool.
Yeah, I think definitely that's the winner.
Next up, number 22,
Two away.
Houston
And here's
Hirschhorn.
Houston Hirschhorn. He's walked and doubled so far today. And the star glasses are perfect.
Oh, yeah. I think she's had that costume for the last couple of 4th of Julys.
That's just great.
It's really good.
Really fun, really cool.
If you ask me, as far as like costume days at the ballpark go, I think 4th of July is my favorite.
Yeah. So runners at first and second, 2 outs now for Hirschhorn. Hit a double into the gap his last at bat. Santos sets. And the pitch is in the dirt, and runners are going to move up. The throw down to third, not in time. So that's a wild pitch. And the count 1-0 to Hirschhorn. The 1-0 in the dirt. Nope, nope, that's a strike.
Close enough.
Looked like it was in the dirt. It actually was in the strike zone. Pardon me. One and one the count. Santos sets and comes home 1-1. And that one was low. I'm just a pitch off is the problem. I'm a pitch ahead.
That's right.
2-1. In the air to center field. That is gonna drop. 2 runs are gonna come in to make it 8-0. On his way to second is Hirschhorn with his second. double of the afternoon. And Houston Hirschhorn heating up now.
I love it. I mean, the Crabs bats have just shown up today. I mean, big hit after big hit.
Yep. 8-0.
Finding holes in the outfield, hitting the ball over the fence. Ground balls to the infield. They're doing it just about every way.
Here's Sutter Moss. 0 for 1. He hit the ball hard his last at bat. And the pitch. Low and outside. Hirschhorn out at second, 2 outs. The 1-0. Way outside.
Now that's a good costume right there, Benjamin.
Yeah, the cat in the hat with the patriotic shirt. That's cool.
I think that's second place for me to the George Washington.
Two balls, no strikes. Next pitch misses low and inside. 3-0. I think second place for me is the woman who's wearing the traditional Native American gear.
Ooh.
she was walking around. Maybe she dresses that way all the time. I don't know, but it seemed very appropriate for today. 3-0 pitch. And that's ball 4. It's first and second. 2 outs.
Number 1, Elijah McNeil.
Here's McNeil. And the pitch. High in the air to center field. Going back near the track. Meadows has it for out number 3. And that ends the inning. But the Crabs had 2 more runs on a hit. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of 4, they lead it 8-0. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. We're back. Meadows, Crudo, and Parker to bat for the Mudcats with the Crabs up 8-0 in the top of the 5th inning. A lovely afternoon at the ballpark. Sultry. Beautiful. Everybody, the whole community out. Plaza full of folks.
Just a heads up, we've got a pathway that runs behind the bleachers from one end to the other.
It's nice to live in small towns on days like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would take you through some Pacific Empire League scores, but this is the only day game today.
Oh,
The West Coast Kings take on the Lincoln Potters at 6:05, Fresno A's and Medford Rogues at 6:35, and at 5, the Athletic Edge Express play the Healdsburg Prune Packers. Only game on right now in the PEL.
Here's the pitch to Meadows. He pops it out of play. 0-1. Meadows fly to left his first at bat.
Foul ball brought to you by Charleston Tree Services.
And the next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. The 1-1 in the dirt.
I think we should just
2-1 misses inside.
just like get massive signs. Like, you mean like the ones out of the fence? Or? Yeah, this would block the whole view. Oh no. Just right up the even as a joke,
And the next pitch is grounded over to third. Wow, great play. Another great play by Morris over there. That ball was headed for the gap, and it was hit very hard. Morris just cruised over, picked it, spun, and threw him out.
Another day at the office for Keenan Morris.
That's right.
Leading the lineup for the Mudcats, number 14, Tyler Crudeau.
Here's Crudo. 0 for 2. And he takes the pitch low. Crabs have only committed 18 errors all season. And the next pitch is in there for a strike. And they've played, what, 25 games today?
Yep.
Would be their 25th game, so that's really good. The 1-1 check swing in there for a strike. 1-2.
After Wednesday's game, we're exactly halfway.
That's right.
Today's the start of the second half of the
Start of
season.
the second half already. Season's going fast. Tapped foul. Over towards the Crabs dugout. 1-2. I think the defense has been some of the best we've seen in a long time.
And of course, we've been talking about the power numbers.
2-2. Grounder out to second. And Sewell throws him out. 2 away. Here's Parker. He's 0 for 2.
Next up, number 11, Kevin Parker.
Crabs ERA as a team coming in 4.22. That's probably a little higher,
Yeah.
but that depends. That's a little bit misleading, I think. 2-2. That's hit high in the air, center field. Reed going back, still going back, looking up, and that's a home run.
Wow.
Dead center field.
That thing just carried out there. I mean, the wind is blowing out pretty stiffly to center. That might have gone out anyway. But
Well, it was 100 off the bat, so it's hit pretty good. So 8-1 now in favor of the Crabs. But I was going to say about the Crabs pitching is there's kind of a big differential between the best pitchers and the weakest pitchers this season.
That's right. Yeah, there is a big gap.
Next pitch misses inside to Hall. He's walked and doubled so far this afternoon. And he hits that one in the air to right field. Over to get it is Enyart, and that ends the inning. But the Mudcats get a run on the home run. They don't leave anybody. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.
And no errors and an updated score of the Mudcats.
All right, welcome back to the Arcata Ballpark. Thanks to Charleston Tree Services, here to help you with your growing concerns. Locally owned and operated family business has served homeowners and commercial property owners throughout Humboldt County since 2007. Also Compass Community Credit Union. Hey, Crabs fans, Compass Community Credit Union is happy to point you toward a better banking experience. Visit their conveniently located branches in Arcata and Eureka or online at compassccu.org. That's compassccu.org. Also the North Coast Co-op.
And now come to bat for your Humboldt Crabs, number 28,
Nico Lombardi to lead it off for the Crabs, then Perazo and Morris leading 8-1. Santos out for his second inning of work. And the first pitch to Lombardi is a fastball high. Lombardi's 0 for 2.
Last ball, 50-50.
1-0. Slider on the outside corner. Good pitch. 1-1. I want this guy's shirt. Congrejeros. he has a jersey. Actually, it's really cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
Congrejeros, it says. Fouled out of play.
It's a bit close to a Dodger jersey for me, but
it is the same colors, that's for sure. Yeah. 1 and 2 the count. I like saying Congrejeros. The 1-2. Sign outside.
What does that translate to, Benjamin?
The crab fisherman, I think.
Ooh.
Crab mongers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, that's why I like it, yeah. 2-2. He's high.
I took German in high school.
I do not want to
Spanish,
give people
so
the impression that I speak Spanish at all. I just happen to know that.
I decided not to take the language that was most useful.
Yeah, right. I do. I've been trying to learn it on Babbel, but not making too much progress. 3-2 is hit high in the air to center field. And Meadows, a few steps to his right. He's got it for out number 1. Here's Peraza, 0 for 2.
No, but Neil was the last out in the 4th.
Oh, pardon me. Okay, thank you. Next up, number 13, Michael Perazo.
8 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Crabs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Mudcats.
See that you are.
Got a pitcher warming in the bullpen for the Crabs now. Here's the pitch. This is inside with a fastball.
Cody Collins out in the bullpen.
1-0 misses high. Oh, that's a strike.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, he's signaling 2-0, excuse me.
It's like
2-0.
wait a second.
Been a good strike zone today. 2-0. That's a strike on the outside corner, right on the black.
He has had a good zone. I know Matt Filar is complaining down below us.
That last one was slightly outside, but not much. Could have been a strike. 2-1. And that misses inside. 3-1 now to Perazo.
I think when you're grading the umpires, especially at this level, and you're looking at the rulebook strike zone on TrackMan, I think you have to give them a bit of a buffer.
I think so too, yeah. The 3-1 is high. So Perazo will draw the walk. Keenan Morris to bat.
And now leading the lineup, your Humboldt Crabs, number 9, Keenan Morris.
And a pitch sails outside. 1-0 to Morris. 1-0. Morris takes low and outside. Two-0. Runner goes. Fouled out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by U.S. Bank.
Two and one the count. And Peraza staying put, and that's swung on and missed. 2-2. Throw to first. Peraza's back.
Oh, we have somebody on the field.
Oh, wow.
We have a fan on the field.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
In his underwear or whatever, and some kind of, he doesn't have the nerve to actually streak.
I don't know where the security is at. He's just running across the field now. I haven't seen this in a while.
Oh, now he's going to try to run. Now he's going to run back the other way. Well, the beer started flowing early here at the ballpark.
All right.
I guess he was bored.
Last call for 50-50. Last call for 50-50. Last round of 50-50.
Oh.
Is happening.
He is not going to be at the Arcata ballpark for a while, I assume. Remember something like that happening, but a long time ago.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it ever happening. I'm sure it did. 2-2 the count. Meanwhile, to Morris, and the runner was going, and it's fouled up against the screen.
I think it was back when I was a fan, before I started actually working up here.
Yeah, it would have been a long time ago, yeah. So the count stays 2-2, one out. Peraza still over at first. Crabs are up 8-1. I mean, if you're going to do it, you know, the runner goes. The pitch is popped in the air, shallow left field. That's going to drop. And on his way to third is Peraza. The throw to third, and he's going to be thrown out. Yeah. Nice job by Santos to get over there and cover as the third baseman, Hall, went to retrieve the ball. So that's a hit for Morris.
Here comes our bat boy, Tristan Giacomini.
And Peraza is thrown out 5-1.
Teddy Reed.
2 away. I was going to say, if you're going to do it, you know, he took his shirt off and he was wearing shorts. I mean, come on.
He kind of just ran around a little
Have the
bit.
nerve to just streak if you're going to do it.
Ran
I mean, what? I mean, that's lame. I mean, you know what I mean? If you're going to do it, do it. I'm out here in my shorts.
Right.
So that's really dangerous. I mean, that's really transgressive. Whatever. Not that I want to see it. You know, the runner's going to throw down the second. It's just that, like I said.
To be completely clear, Benjamin Schaefer is not advocating for you to run on the field.
No, but if you're going to make a fool of yourself, go full fool. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. He kind of just ran from right field to left
Yeah,
field,
I mean,
and
whatever.
nobody was going after him.
Nobody
and then
cared,
Kind
yeah.
of just ran back
Yeah.
towards right field, and
Nobody cared.
I'm sure he's being escorted out of the ballpark.
1-0 is fouled out of play. You know, it was a thing when I was a kid in the 70s. It was a thing at major league ballparks where people would streak across the field.
Well, it does happen at Major League
Does it
parks
still
every
happen?
once in a while,
Okay,
yeah.
And, you know, whatever.
Well, at least people running on the field. I don't know about streaking, but usually
1-1. There was even a song.
Well, usually
when I was
when
a kid called The Streak.
Usually when fans run onto the field, the TV broadcast like cuts away.
Sure.
You don't get to see it. You don't want to glorify.
Yeah, you don't want to give them attention.
You know whatever's happening.
Yeah. 1-1 is high. Two one is a strike on the outside corner.
Ooh.
That was a little wide.
What do you keep saying, Benjamin? You know, something's in the water. Or
Well, there's various theories.
although this home plate umpire, he's called a couple
He's been
of those
pretty good.
wide strikes, but he has been good overall today.
Who is the home plate umpire, by the way?
Oh, I'd have to go
2-2,
get
swung
that.
on and missed. And that's all for Reed as the Crabs go in the fifth without scoring. There was 2 runners left. And at the end of 5, they lead at 8-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Thanks to North Coast Mercantile, family owned and operated, serving Humboldt County since 1951. North Coast Mercantile brings you a fantastic assortment of domestic, import, and craft beers, as well as wine, spirits, non-alcoholic beverages, and snacks. Check out the Titus trailer in right field, in the right field beer garden at the ballpark, where they have eight taps featuring local microbrews, wine, and cider.
Some raffle tickets for a jersey signed by the team that they're going to hold.
It'll be Buckley, Ship, and Goldenberg to bat. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs.
Number 33, Cody Collins.
Cody Collins on in relief of Miles Standish. And Miles Standish was, of course, great.
Later on this month,
Gave up the 1 home run, and that was it.
He was great, although he battled through a lot more traffic than he normally does. Usually he's
true.
dominant. I would say a little less dominant, but still got the job done.
Yes, sir. Yeah, in fact, he only had 1 inning where he didn't have traffic. So here's Cody Collins, and let's see, what do we got on Cody Collins?
I got you, Benjamin.
Thank you.
Let's see, Cody Collins, so far this season, this is his 6th game, 10 1/3 innings pitched. Those 10 1/3, he has given up 8 runs, walked 3, struck out 11. He comes in with a 1-0 record with 1 save out of Fortuna High School.
All right, another local pitcher. We have several on the team this year.
Oh, yeah. And Cameron Sasser's
It's always cool
back.
when we have so many local players on our team.
Oh, yeah.
There was a time when the Crabs, of course, were all local players. Many
I think
years ago.
There was a time recently where we didn't really have many locals at all.
There was a time when we
there's
had very few locals.
kind of been a boom very recently of lots of local players coming to play for the Crabs, which is always great. And a lot of College of the Redwoods guys, too, that aren't necessarily local but have been playing here.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Fastball to Buckley, misses way outside, 1-0. Buckley is 1 for 2.
Of course, if Cal Poly Humboldt had a baseball team, that would
I wish we
make
had a
it even
baseball
better,
team.
but
That'd be great.
be great if you could be the voice of
Be
the
the voice of the
Lumberjack baseball team as
Lumberjacks.
well. Although you and JB Mathers might have to compete for that job because JB Mathers is the voice of the Lumberjacks.
1-0, misses inside, 1-1.
That would be between you two if a baseball team ever comes to fruition.
I'm tenured.
That's right. You have the monopoly on baseball.
1-1. It's a strike at the knees, 1 and 2.
Latin American Spanish for
JB wants to be on the lake during the summer anyway. I think he would give that to you.
1-2. Tapped foul. Which lake are we talking about?
I think Clear Lake.
Does
is
he
where
like to fish? Is that the?
He likes to hang out during this. I just follow him on Instagram.
Oh.
His Instagram stories. He's always, I think, at Clear Lake during the summer.
Clear Lake's not doing so good. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Buckley gone. 1 away. I just saw in the news that it's super overgrown with cyanobacteria.
So you're telling me Clear Lake is not very clear?
It's not clear at all. And I mean, it was a Superfund site for many years because it was runoff from a mercury mine that.
Oh, nice. I
that
did not
poisoned
know
lake.
that.
But now it has a real problem with cyanobacteria growing out of control in the lake.
Well, I'll
Here's
think
Ship,
of that
1 for
next
2.
time I go to Clear Lake.
It's unfortunate. It is a beautiful natural lake, but
Clear
it's
Lake
just
looks really
it's
pretty
just been
from the air.
abused for years, centuries. I mean, yeah, decades at least. Let's put it that way. Here's the pitch. Swing as a strike.
When I take the Arcata to Burbank flight, go down to visit my sister, it usually flies right
Yeah,
by,
it flies
right
right
over
over, yeah.
Clear Lake, and
Yeah.
looks beautiful from up there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and 1 the count. Misses low. That's just what I read in the news a couple days ago, that the cyanobacteria is the issue now. One and 1. And there's a slider outside. Two balls, 1 strike to count. And there's a strike.
Ooh.
On just on the outside corner, knee high, a little bit outside. But since it's against the other team, the crowd is silent.
What?
2 and 2 to count. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th. Crabs with an 8-1 lead. Collins deals, and there's a breaking pitch. Called. Strike 3, happy
That
trails.
was nasty.
2 away, that was nasty. That broke about a foot.
Last call for 50-50 underway. Last call for
All right, Benjamin, what is your guess for the attendance today?
I'm going to guess 1250.
Ooh, all right.
the Cabbage. Last call for 50-50. Next up, number 18, Zach Goldenberg.
I bet it's low. But
I'm going to go with like 13-15.
okay. Yeah, that may be closer. Here's Goldenberg. He's 1 for 2. So 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch to Goldenberg is waved at and missed 0-1. The 0-1. Breaking pitch is a strike on the outside corner. That was perfect. 0-2 now to Goldenberg. So Collins a pitch away from striking out the side here in the top of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. He had to think about it for a second, but he rings him up, and that ends the inning as Collins strikes out the side here in the top of the 6th. Crabs lead 8-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Thanks to U.S. Bank, strengthening our local communities. Commitments come to life through their people, programs, and policies. Together, we can make a difference in the communities we serve. Bartram, Wan, and Meadows will bat in the top of the 7th inning, with the Crabs holding an 8-1 lead. Plenty going on in Arcata today. The plaza is ringed with booths, a bunch of action down there. And
Plaza was popping off pregame when I went to go to Jitterbean and get some coffee.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a fireworks show somewhere. Usually there's one in Eureka.
Oh, yeah.
Although we'll see if it's
multiple. Although there was in the news, there was a huge explosion at a fireworks.
Sacramento, right?
Yeah, near Sacramento, and I think that canceled a bunch of fireworks shows.
I saw images of it from space. It was so big.
Yeah, looked terrifying.
Here's Bartram to lead it off. He's 0 for 2, and he takes actually this is the Crabs batting, so this would be Sewell taking a pitch outside 1-0, and Sewell is 2 for 2 with a home run. A walk and a single. 1-0, and hits out and high and deep. Adios, muchacho. That's the second home run of the game. That was clubbed.
Oh my gosh.
And he is smoking hot.
Wow.
His 7th home run, and now Cameron Sewell is the favorite to break the record.
Well, Cameron Sewell, when he stepped into the box, he was like, you know what? Benjamin's on the call. I need to give him one, too.
That was blasted. He got a pitch up at the letters, and he just launched it.
Oh, that was, I mean, look at where it was on the TrackMan. It was a juicy meatball.
That's right. It sure was. Right down the middle and chest high. So that put a charge in the crowd.
I mean, you're definitely right, Benjamin. I mean, Damian Henderson's home run record is definitely in jeopardy right now, I would say.
He's got 7, and we're only at the halfway point. So the 1-0 to Enyart, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. Ball is just flying out of here today. 4 home runs, right? 1, 2, 4 home runs.
The wind's blowing out. Look at the flag out there in center.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have gone out anyway.
That one didn't need help.
By far, but
1-1, and neither did the one. That's lined in the center field. That's a base hit. Enyart with his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And here's Hirschkorn. Hirschkorn has 2 doubles and a walk. So the middle of the Crabs lineup, from Reed on down to Hirschkorn, has just been blasting the ball around this afternoon.
Well, Benjamin, this has to be one of the best Crabs home run hitting teams, at least in a while.
It's definitely the most powerful lineup we've had in several years. And it is interesting because in the past, the Crabs have much more emphasized speed on the bases. And they do, of course, are still aggressive, fouled out of play this year, but they don't rely on the speed as much as they have in the past.
No.
Because they do have kind of a slugger's row going here.
That's right. I don't know what the team record is for home runs in the season, but
yeah, that'd be curious to find
sure
that out.
They're up there.
0-1 the count. Enyart with a short lead at first. Santos deals, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Although I'm sure that's a bit hard to gauge because the Crabs usually play 50-game seasons, and I don't think the Crabs, at least in the past, have played the same amount of games every season, so you kind of have to take that into account.
That's true. It's usually between 45 and 50.
Yeah.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tap down to third. On the run, throw to first is in time. On the play, Enyart goes to second. Nice play by Hall over there at third. Hirschkorn out 5-3. With 1 away, here's Sutter Moss. Moss is 0 for 1 with a couple of walks so far this afternoon. 9-1 Crabs.
It's a good 9-1 too.
Yeah. Santos looks out at second, comes home. There's a fastball outside.
I think every other time the Crabs have been up by this much this season, it's just been walk fest,
It's been walks,
sluggish.
Yeah, right, yeah. Errors.
I mean, today, the Crabs are hitting the ball.
Yeah. One-0. Line right over the pitcher's head and into center field. Here comes Enyard around to score to make it 10-1. A base hit for Moss. Here's McNeil. McNeil is 2 for 3.
Number 1, Elijah McNeil.
Moss at first. Here's the pitch to McNeil, and he cues that one foul wide of first.
Both of us were wrong, Benjamin.
1,486. Wow. That's attendance. That's pretty close to full house. I think full house is 1,500.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty good even for a 4th of July.
That's great.
That's a lot of people.
We've had great attendance this year. We really have. All the games have been well attended.
I think we've had the best opening weekend this season probably ever. This is a long time.
The 0-1, here comes the pitch, and that's a strike on the inside corner. 0-2 now to McNeil. Runner goes, the 0-2, when fake's going, the 0-2 is way outside. One and two. And the pitch. Breaking pitch called. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Right on the black. McNeil out. That's second out of the inning, and Nico Lombardi will bat. He's 0 for 3.
Next up, number 28, Nico Lombardi.
They're over to first. Moss edging off the bag. He's going. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. The throw down to second. Not in time. So Moss steals second.
We'll say, though, there have been some good throws from the Mudcats catcher, Koa One.
He's been really accurate.
Nailed a Crabs runner earlier in the game.
Yeah, that was McNeil. The 1-0. This is low. Two balls, no strikes. Fouled out of play.
That foul ball on the F Street brought to you by the Fire Clips on F Street in Arcata.
Count is 2-1. And the pitch. This is inside with a fastball. 3-1. The 3-1. Check swing, and he went round. 3-2. Good slider away. And Lombardi couldn't hold up.
Might have been called on the pitch.
I can't tell which. Three-two, way outside, and Lombardi walks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attendance.
So here's Perazo.
July in 1,486 from the beautiful baseball fans to catch game one of a three-game series against the Solano Mudcats.
Here comes the manager. And they're going to make a change. Pitcher coming in from the bullpen. So while they make that change, let's go back to the studio and thank some more of our sponsors. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. All right, new pitcher on the mound for the Mudcats, left-hander Boston Jones on in relief of Santos, third pitcher of the afternoon. He's got runners on first and second with 2 outs. 2 runs are in. Perazo will be the hitter.
While we have a moment, I'll take you through some scores from around Major League Baseball. Tonight, the San Francisco Giants will
Lose.
play in... yeah, probably, because I'll be able to watch. We'll play the A's in West Sacramento at 7:05. Although the Giants, to be fair, did get a split with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Robbie Ray pitched a complete game last night, which
That's cool.
was awesome to see.
That's cool. Yeah, Ray's been good for the Giants.
Yeah, I think he should be an all-star along with Logan Webb.
Yeah, he's been very good. All right, so here's Michael Perazo. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And the pitch. Strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Moss at second, Lombardi at first. 2 runs are already in for the Crabs. They lead 10-1. The 0-1. Breaking pitch, tapper over to first base. Goldenberg will take it to the bag himself, and that'll end the inning. So Crabs do come up with the 2 runs on 3 hits, including the big home run from Sewell. And at the end of 6, they lead at 10-1. This is exciting. Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back. Bartram, Juan, and Meadows to bat in the top of the 7th inning for the Mudcats. Cody Collins still out on the mound for the Crabs. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Crabs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Mudcats. First of a 3-game weekend series. Teams will play again tomorrow night at 6:30, and then Sunday at 12:30.
You and Aaron will be on the call tomorrow. I'll be back with you on Sunday.
And first pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Now to Bartram, he's 0 for 2. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Strike at the knees, 1-2. One-two, swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts in a row for Collins since coming on in relief. 1 away. Actually, no, since the 6th inning, came in the 5th, right? He's won a game. Was it Collins that gave up the home run? It was.
Collins
No.
came in the 6th.
That's what I thought, right. So he has struck out every batter he's seen.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's Juan. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And the first pitch to him, waved out, way out in front of the breaking pitch. Fooled badly. 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt.
Folks, we're here in the 7th inning, and that means you're running out of time to purchase your raffle tickets for the jersey giveaway. Right at the bottom of this inning, we're going to be giving away a jersey, a Crabs jersey signed by the team. Tickets available in the souvenir shop.
0-2 the count.
It's 1-1.
No, excuse me, 1-1. And the 1-1 to Juan. This is outside, 2-1.
Humboldt Crabs Baseball presents the 3rd annual Baywood Golf and Country Club Golf Tournament, Saturday, July 26th.
All right. Lombardi went out to the mound to have a word with Collins. Now he's back behind the plate with the count 2-1 to Juan. Meadows on deck. The 2-1 hit on the ground, foul past the 3rd baseline. 2-2.
The tournament will be a 4-man scramble, $500 per person, $500 per team. For more information, contact Jeff Giacomini. And registration at HumboldtCrabs.com/.
Did he break his bat? He went to get another one.
So I thought he
I didn't hear it break. But
thought he was out for a second, and I was wondering how. But yes, I believe he's getting a new bat.
usually you can really hear it when the bat breaks. So we're ready to go now with the count 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And reaches down and pops that one out of play out onto F Street.
That foul ball brought to you by Baywood Golf and Country Club.
So Collins ahead now of 1-0-2. Collins sets and deals. Swung on and missed. 5 in a row. 2 away. Here's Meadows. He's 0 for 2.
Next up, number 19, Miles Meadows.
And the pitch to Meadows is a breaking pitch in there for called strike 1. The 0-1 is high. 1-1. The 1-1. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. 1-2. Can he go 6 in a row?
Meadows was tied up badly on that one.
Yeah. Collins. Ask for another sign. The 1-2. In the air, foul into the picnic area on the left field side. Oh, and caught by somebody out there. Wow.
Whoa.
Somebody, I think, caught it on the fly.
Well, I mean, it's so dense out there in left field. I would hope that somebody would catch it. There's not really much room for the ball to land.
I think they caught it. I don't know. Stunning news here at the Arcata Ballpark. The 1-2. Called strike 3, and he strikes out the side 2 innings in a row. Not one batter has made contact against him.
Cody Collins have it.
Cody Collins send the infield home. So we'll go into the 7th inning stretch here at the Arcata Ballpark with the Crabs leading at 10-1. The world famous Crabgrass Band with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." All right. Bottom of the 7th inning for the Crabs. Top of the order, Morris, Reed, and Sewell. And they're up 10-1. And Cody Collins, amazing, came in the 6th inning, struck out the side in the 6th and the 7th inning. Nobody reached base. Nobody even made contact. And that's pretty spectacular pitching performance, I'd say.
I would say. Pure domination.
And just fooled him, not just, you know, I mean, nasty pitches all over the strike zone, too. I mean, so here's Keenan Morris, and he fouls the first pitch up against the screen. Morris is 1 for 4. The 0-1. Right back up the middle, out to shortstop. 1 away. Here's Reed. Timmy Reed has walked twice, struck out, and homered.
An opposite field home run onto the freeway, which you don't see very often.
No, you don't.
It's like a right-handed hitter hitting it into the water in San Francisco.
There's a breaking pitch in there at the knees, a great pitch, 0-1 from Boston Jones. Jones sets and deals 0-1. Ooh, high and inside. Did it hit him? Not quite.
Close,
Almost. The only time I ever saw somebody, a right-handed hitter, hitting was Buster. Hit a home run. Opposite field, I think.
Well, it's only happened once.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Buster. 1-1 is fouled out of play. 1-2.
Buster got close, but the only player to ever do it was, I believe, Elliot Ramos.
Oh, okay.
Last season.
Well, that would make sense.
The only Giants right-handed hitter hit one into the water.
Swung on and missed, and they tag him. He's already out. They're going to throw to first anyway, but Reed is out. If you like keep score, that's a strikeout and then 2 unassisted. 2 away.
Number 11, Cameron Sewell.
And here's Cameron Sewell. And Sewell is almost hit by a breaking pitch. That was a big curve that just missed very high.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw him a strike either.
Yeah. The 1-0 in the dirt.
Yep. 2 pitches, not close to the strike zone.
Not even
that's
close.
Exactly
this is
how
what
I
I
would
do
do
in that
it
game
too.
I play on the phone. When I got a big hitter up there, it's just not even think about it. The 2-0, that's in there for a strike. The 2-1 misses high. 3-1. You better be very careful about throwing the ball in that area because that's where he launched the last one.
That's right.
3-1. Ball 4. High and inside.
Yep.
Some Sewell aboard. Mudcats have not gotten him out yet today. And here's Enyart.
16, Adam.
He's 2 for 4 with a double.
Good to see Adam Enyart starting to heat up again. That is not good for opposing teams.
Well, and first corn get going.
Oh, yeah.
And Moss, then look out.
Not good for the other team.
Yeah, it kicks away. The throw down to second, and he's in there. So that's going to be a pass ball.
Another throw from Koa 1 that was
On the money.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Almost got Sewell's feet. I don't know. If I were the Crabs, I would think twice before running on Koa 1 because every time he's thrown it down to second, it's been pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's one hopper is right to the bag. The 1-0 is high. 2-0 now to Enyart. Hirschkorn on deck. Swung on and missed, took something off. Enyart way out in front of it. Two one. Out of play. That makes the count even. Two. Grounded out to short. And a nice play by Parker to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left for the Crabs at the end of 7. They lead 10-1. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs after a brilliant performance by Cody Collins. It's Max Hippensteel, who's also been great this season.
Well, I'd say Max Hippensteel has been the
I
best.
say I was so thankful to see him
Crabs
come in.
reliever.
Was it last Sunday or something?
Oh,
It was that one
gosh.
game where I was just so thankful to see him come into the game because the pitcher ahead of him had blocked a bunch of batters and couldn't get anybody. I was like, okay, now I know sanity is going to be restored here, and indeed it was.
Hippensteel is kind of the designated firefighter on the team.
Yeah.
He comes in and puts out the fire when things are going wrong. Obviously, that's not the case here, but he has been outstanding. His numbers so far this season: 7th game he has appeared in, 10 1/3. In those 10 1/3, he's only given up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 5, struck out 15, and he has 3 saves.
Wow, walked 5 and struck out 15.
That's good.
3-1.
204 614 707. On the mound for your Humboldt Crabs.
All right, so it'll be the top of the order for the Mudcats: Crudo, Parker, and Hall.
14, Tyler Crudo.
Tyler Crudo is 0 for 3. And that's fouled out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Charleston Tree Services.
0-1. One fastball misses low and outside.
Did they get a winner? Yeah. You could give out $200 and you'd be fine.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. Hippensteel throws pretty hard. That fastball, 90 miles an hour there.
And most importantly, he locates those.
He locates very well, yeah. The 1-2. Down low. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's lined into right field. Moss making a great dive out there. Enyart making a diving catch. 1 away.
That's really not easy when the ball is diving down.
That ball was headed for his feet.
Straight in front of you. I mean, that's a really awkward angle to get the baseball.
Indeed.
Did a great job.
Great catch. So 1 away. Here's Parker. He's 1 for 3 with a home run, the only run of the game for the Mudcats. He tagged it, dead center field. Hippensteel sets, high leg kick, and he deals outside.
The wind is still blowing out pretty stiffly to where he hit his last home run.
If anything, it feels like as if it's increased a little bit. The 1-0. Big swing and a miss at a fastball high in the zone, 1-1. Breaking pitch is a strike at the knees.
That was a perfect
pitch right on the outside corner on the knees, right on the corner.
Dotted
1 and
right
2.
on the corner.
The 1-2 in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Out of play. Two and 2. In the dirt. 3-2. The 3-2. Misses inside. So Parker walks with 1 out. And that'll bring Hall to the bat. He's 1 for 2 with a double.
Next up, number 6, Aiden Hall.
And Hippensteel's first pitch to him is fouled out of play. People starting to bail now that they've called the 50-50. Although most of the crowd's still here. It's getting colder though, and it's getting more overcast. The 0-1 high and outside. He fakes a throw down at first. Runners going, the 1-1 is high, the throw down the second. He's a dead duck. A perfect throw by Nico Lombardi.
Beautiful throw.
2 away. Not even that close.
No, I mean, that was about as perfect of a throw as you can make.
So 2 outs, nobody on now. The count 1-1 to Hall.
2-1.
Oh, 2-1, 2-2 now. See, I said it was even. I was a pitch ahead again.
I know. You're psychic.
I am. 2-2 is high.
Must be the patriotism today. It's just
All right.
making me think ahead.
It's just flowing out of me. 3-2 the count. In the air to center field. Over to get it.
Oh,
And dropping the ball in center field is, who's that out there? That's Reed. And that's an error. Is that still Reed out there, or did they put someone else in?
That is not Timmy Reed.
No, I don't think it is.
But I don't know who it is.
At any rate, that's an error on whoever it is out there.
Next up, number 25, Cody Buckley.
And that puts a runner on second with 2 outs.
Don't tell them that their friends misspelled their name.
You don't see that very often from any crabs.
No, you don't. Not
No,
just
position players.
he had it in his glove and it just went right out. Lombardi out to have a word with Hippensteel. And the pitch is fouled out of play.
Stop trying to submit that. Oh, gosh.
0-1 to Buckley. Buckley is 1 for 3. A look out at second. And Hippensteel comes home. There's a strike on the inside corner, knee high. Perfect pitch. 0-2. The 0-2 swung on and missed. A pitch in the dirt. And the throw down to first completes the play, and that's the inning. No runs, there were no hits, there was an error and a runner left, and at the end of 7.5, it's 10-1 in favor of the Crabs. This is exciting. Crabs baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. Hirschkorn, Moss, and McNeil to bat in the bottom of the 8th with a 10-1 lead as the band plays everyone's favorite Neil Diamond song. I think we have a new pitcher on the mound, it looks like to me, number 3.
No, he came in the 6th.
This is still
Boston Jones.
Jones, okay.
See you around Major League Baseball, 7:05. Giants will play the A's in West Sacramento.
Oh, I may have to tune into that game. I was gonna
Watch at least most of that. Astros will play the Dodgers at 6:10 down in LA. Padres trailing the Texas Rangers 2-1, 6th in San Diego.
All right, here's Hirschkorn. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles. And he takes a pitch in there for, is that a strike?
I believe that was a ball.
No, high, 1-0.
And actually, this is Caden Lee.
It's Caden Lee, and Lee pops it high in the air. He's batting for Hirschkorn. He pops that high in the air, and that's caught by the right fielder, 1 away. So here's Sutter Moss.
Next up, number 6, Sutter Moss.
1 for 2. No, yeah, 1 for 2. And he taps that one foul behind home plate. I like those Crabs jerseys. Those are cool. Stars on the shoulders.
Special 4th of July jerseys.
Yeah. The 0-1. Strike on the outside corner.
I believe today a lucky fan won one of those jerseys that was signed by the entire team.
Yeah, I saw the person collect it. 0-2. Fouled out of play. Count remains 0-2. Two swung on and missed. Moss gone. 2 away. And here's McNeil, 2 for 4.
Next up, number 1, Elijah McNeil.
And the first pitch to McNeil is a strike at the knees on the outside corner. 0-1. 10-1 Crabs in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 on, nobody out. 2 outs, nobody on. And that's hit in the air to shallow center field. Coming in a few steps is Meadows, and he's got it for the 3rd out. Crabs going order in the bottom of the 8th. Stay tuned. Last chance for the Mudcats coming up. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM. Welcome back to the ballpark. It'll be Ship, Goldenberg, and Bartram, the last chance for the Mudcats this afternoon as they trail 10-1. Tomorrow, 6:30, Crabs will play the Mudcats again. The band will not be here tomorrow, I believe.
They will not.
But they will be here Sunday. And then next week, the Crabs hit the road.
Yes, me and you will both be at Harry and David Field in Medford, Oregon, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 6:35 p.m. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I encourage anybody who's in Southern Oregon or wants to make the trip up to Medford to go see the Crabs play. It's a nice field.
It is a nice field.
And the Rogues do a really good job.
They do. They run a good show up there. First pitch to Ship is hit high in the air to right field. And the arc's there. One away. One pitch, one out. Here's Goldenberg. 1 for 3.
Next up, number 18, Zach Goldenberg.
And the pitch to Goldenberg is a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. Oh, and 1. 0-1. This is outside. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Blew a fastball right past him. 1 and 2. Hirschhorn sets and deals 1-2 in the air to right field. Reniart almost in his tracks, 2 away. So the Mudcats down to their last out here. It'll be Bertram. He's 0 for 3.
Next up, number 22, Garrett Bartram.
Hirschhorn sets and the pitch to Bartram. This is high. The 1-0. Fouled out of play.
The foul ball brought to you by the Fireplace on FC in Arcata.
The 1-1 misses high.
Need our young fans off the fence, please. We get off the fence.
2 and 1.
By the ball. I tried to do that when he wasn't pitching. Did he pitch? No, the guy kind of like looked up there like,
The 2-1 out of play. And now the Mudcats down to their last strike with the count 2-2 to Bartram. Crabs come into the game. Is it 21-4?
Yep.
About to go 22-4, and here's the pitch. Fouled out of play.
With the win, they would improve to 6-4 in Pacific Empire League play.
Two and 2. And the pitch. Outside. Count goes full. From the set, the 3-2. Fouled over our heads and out onto F Street. Three-two, and he walks him. So it's not over yet. The Mudcats will bring Juan to the bat with runner on first and 2 outs. Juan is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And he swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Right down the middle, 88-mile-an-hour fastball. The 0-1, fouled up against the screen, and once again, the Mudcats are down to their last strike. 0-2. And the pitch is high. The 1-2, fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 in the air, shallow center field. Enyart coming in, and he'll make the catch to end the ball game. As the Crabs win it by a final score of 10-1. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Crabs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Mudcats. The game was never really in doubt. Crabs off to an early lead in the first inning, and they never looked back. And a solid win for the Crabs, some great offense, and a fun ball game.
Yeah, I mean, Cameron Sewell, the pretty obvious MVP of this game, 2 home runs. I mean, 2 balls crushed out to right field. Neither of those were questionable whatsoever. Timmy Reed with a really impressive opposite field home run to the freeway in left field. Yeah, just great play all around. Miles Standish, really solid start from him. Yeah, just great game.
Play all around.
Great game all around for the Crabs, and looking to keep the momentum rolling through league play the rest of this weekend.
All right, folks, tomorrow 6:30 it'll be me and Aaron. Hope you'll tune in then. Till then, this is Benjamin Schaefer, Liam Warner. Thanks for listening. This is Crabs Baseball, 107.3 FM.